morning it's hard, just like a drum. My thoughts start running before I've begun. I grab my phone, try to hold the line. Then I hear that voice, take it one step at a time. Feet on the floor, eyes on the door, count what is real, not the raw. Hands on my heart, slow it down, I'm still here now. Mindful steps, 1, 2, I can make it through. Mindful steps, 1, 2, anxiety move. Breathe in, breathe out, I'm still standing now. Mindful steps, 1, 2, I can make it through.
Hey, welcome in, Fran. Good to see you. How's it going today? Let's move this just a little bit. There, that's a little better. Sorry, I went back to sleep and just got up for this. It is great. All right, well, welcome in. Now, is anybody else going to be here? That's the question. It's a brand new thing. I got to turn this brightness down a little bit. Yeah. You're in your burrito? Awesome. You sleep late, but you're probably up late too, huh? Get my coffee. I could just put it right here. That'd be easier. So, what are you up to, Miss Fran Dash Phoenix? Making all that money now with all those guaranteed tips? Yeah, it was up until like 2 or 3. Yeah, I don't. Well, sometimes I'm up that late. Hey, look at that! It's Dashing Maverick. Got another mod in the house. Welcome in. I got my Dashing Maverick cup here. Yeah, LOL guaranteed tips. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought when I saw it. It says guaranteed tips on most orders. And most orders are already guaranteed tips. So that doesn't really that doesn't really give me like hope that there's going to be like a bunch of extra tips. That's what I'm saying. Most orders. They're already doing most orders. How's Dashing Maverick today? Hey, you know what I didn't do? I didn't give you guys cheers. I'm not as good at this as JRD, so do that. Cheer time. What are you guys up to today? I was out with the dogs. I didn't go walking today, but yeah, I was out with the dogs. I took a little picture of them. Got a couple clips of them and made a little AI edited video. I'm not really into. If you look on my site there, you'll see now that I have the AI shorts have the little, the little thing from the movies where you go click and then they start the movie. The scene thing. I got those on the end of all my AI shorts. And then if I do decide I ever want to monetize this channel, then I will delete all those. So, I'm probably going to end up deleting all those shorts eventually and just leave the real ones. I have a new quest. Awesome. 30 deliveries plus a bonus of 10 deliveries. Well, that's pretty good. Now, how much time do you have to do the 30 deliveries? I like everything you do. Well, I don't know if how this channel is going to pan out. I'm going to still do the channel, but I don't know if it's going to get monetized or any of that stuff. I guess it just have to wait and see how it goes. Eating lunch with the kids. at Freebirds. All right. That sounds like a good lunch right there. I haven't had lunch yet. I had pancakes for breakfast. Did you get a haircut? Yeah. When it starts getting warmer, I basically shave it all off. That's my usual routine. That's not something I just did out of the blue. My hair gets all like, you know, whacked out, so I just shave it off. Nice and smooth, yeah. There it is. bald, bald, mindful steps guy. See, when I grow this out, when I start growing this out, that usually means this is coming off. Fancy cup. Yeah, it's my favorite cup right there. I keep an eye on it. I don't want anybody else touching it because I don't want to. I don't want to break it. You could do a ZZ Top beard. I don't think I would grow a very good ZZ Top beard. I don't get any growth right here. It's only right here. I mean, I get a little bit. I get patches, is what it is. It doesn't look very good. At least this all grows in one, like even. So I keep putting out those AI shorts. That new little AI. Well, they're not AI shorts. They're actually my videos, but they're AI edited. And but I don't know. The when I looked it up, it seemed kind of confusing whether they can be on YouTube or not, as far as monetization. So that's why anything that's edited with AI, I'm gonna get rid of. And then I'll keep all the regular stuff. Where is L though? L's in the room. Everybody pretty much leaves for work, and then L kind of just sits in there. She doesn't really go out yet. They just got a like a dog mat down for her. I guess they want to get her shots or something before they start taking her outside. And she's so little. You need corgi shorts? That's a good idea. Amazon. Let's ask Siri. It didn't say anything. Hey Siri,
Mm-hmm.
where can I buy corgi shorts? SD CRB fashion corgi butt pants. I don't know what that is. Not sure what those are, but I guess Siri's not going to talk to me. What I gotta do is I gotta get one of those. You guys know any free AI where I can talk to AI and ask it stupid questions? That's what I should do. Corgis are known for their butts. Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Butt pants. Yeah, so that new short I put out got 5 subs already. So that's exciting. So I'm up to 60 subs. Moving right along. Let's see here. LOL, nice. I lost 5 subs. going on vacation. Well, that's gonna happen. I think the JRD channel has been losing some subs here and there because I haven't been posting anything over on that channel. But that's the way it is. All right, guys. We are live for our second live stream. Where is all my people? We got Fran here, dedicated fan. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to turn it up a notch. What I'm gonna do? What do you think this is idea? What do you think of this idea? So let's say I'm doing the puppy shorts, right? And let's say I get up to like, I don't know, 250 subs. Well, then what I'm going to need, if I want to get baby monetized, I'm going to need to get watch hours. So I was thinking, what if I did a sleep stream live on the Mindful Steps channel where you actually watch me sleep? I've seen people do that and they get heck of views, man. Of course, I would have to aim the camera, of course, in the right angle so it doesn't, you know, make me look stupid. Could try that, see how that would work for watch hours. But on the JRD channel, we only got what, five sleep streams left? One, two, three, four. Only four. Five. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Haha. I mean, I would watch. I don't know. I don't see what the point of it, why people would watch, but some people watch those kind of things. I've seen just some guy sleeping in his bed, and there was like 50 people watching. And you can see my Star Wars comforter. Anything going on Twitter today? No, it's pretty much the same stuff. Ooh. Star Wars, yes. I got a Star Wars comforter and sheets because the last time I got sheets for my bed was for a Christmas present and they still think I'm 15 or something. Hmm. Yeah, it's warm though. I might go to something else though for summertime. Summertime is a little warm for that comforter. Might have to go with just like a throw blanket. All right, let's see what we got here. I looked up some. I had something on BuzzFeed. All right, 27 bizarre and shocking movie facts that sound fake but are 100% true. Want to hear that? I always need to be cold, and then I put on my comfy fuzzy blanket, and then a sheet. Yeah, I'm not. I don't really like when it gets too hot. So I don't know. Sleep stream might not be a good idea. I might have to just throw the blankets off, and it would just be me. Of course, I would have to get some gym shorts or something if I did that. But we'll see. Like I said, monetization is not really the goal for this channel. So, but if I happen to start getting a lot of subs, then I might go ahead and try to fast track it and see what happens. We are dog sitting and brother's dog again. He is at EDC or Stagecoach, not sure. He was already at Coachella. He went to Coachella? Where is Coachella? Isn't that like overseas or something? All right, let's see what we got here. 27 bizarre and shocking movie facts that sound fake but are 100% true. In It Chapter 2, a record 5,000 gallons of fake blood, the most for any movie ever, were used to shoot that iconic bathroom scene. To get the shot just right, Jessica Chastain basically had to bathe in a kiddie pool of fake blood, which she was said was freezing. Well, I never saw that movie, so I don't know, but it doesn't look like something I would watch. So he was already at Coachella. No, it isn't Cali. Oh, it's in Cali. I didn't know that. Between Palm Springs and Indio. Oh, okay. I drove by it on the way. So it's in the same place every time. Oh, this is an interesting fact, movie fact. Megan Mullally, is that the chick from Will and Grace? Yeah, it is. Was fired from her role in Finding Nemo for refusing to do her high pitched Karen Walker voice from Will and Grace. According to Mullally, the studio originally agreed that she could do whatever voice she wanted for the undisclosed character, which I'm pretty sure I know who it is. But as time went on, they kept requesting the one she used for Will and Grace. She refused, so they fired her. Now, was she the original Dory? That's what I'm wondering. That voice is annoying. Yeah, she probably wants to get away. She doesn't want to get typecast with that the same voice all the time. I don't blame her. Yeah, I don't blame her for not wanting to do that. She was probably like, one sitcom is enough. I don't need to do that voice for the rest of my life. All right, what else we got here? Number 3 is in Sing in the Rain, Gene Kelly insulted Debbie Reynolds dancing so much that she once hid from everybody under a piano crying. Wow, what a jerk. Reynolds only had a few months to learn what Gene Kelly had been doing his whole life. Yet he came to rehearsals and criticized everything I did and never gave me a word of encouragement. She also worked so hard that her feet literally started bleeding. One day she had enough and hid under a piano on the studio lot crying, and Fred Astaire found her. He started working with her on the dance routines. I watched in awe as Fred worked on his routines. To the point of frustration and anger, I realized that if it was hard for Fred Astaire, dancing was hard for everyone. Wow, it's crazy. So you're like a famous dancer, you've been doing it your whole life, and then you sit there and criticize someone that doesn't know how to do your steps that you know, it's rude. Luke in the house. All right, welcome in, Luke. I dislike my high pitched, annoying voice too. We all do, Luke. News flash. What are you up to? Yeah, what are you up to, Luke? I think I'm gonna start doing these in the morning at 11 o'clock, and I think I'm gonna do the JRD show at 2. I shouldn't say. Oh my gosh. Fact number 4: in Home Alone, the prop department actually or originally created a fake tarantula to put on Daniel Stern's face, but the director made them use a real one. Also, the tarantula's name was Barry. Barry, the tarantula. While prepping for the scene, the animal trainer on the set said, "Don't make any sudden threatening moves and you'll be fine." Daniel responded, "But I'm going to be screaming in Barry's face. Do you think he'll feel threatened by that?" The animal trainer simply said, "Barry doesn't have ears. He can't hear. Relax." So I guess they decided at the last minute to just put a real tarantula on his face. Sorry, couldn't hide my excitement, says Luke. Well, I don't know why they would need to put a real tarantula. They got all these. I mean, they've been doing movie effects like with fake monsters moving and stuff like that. They can't make a fake tarantula. Stupid. Uh, in Crazy Rich Asians, that's a movie. Henry Golding almost turned down the main role because he thought it called for a legitimate actor, and that just wasn't him. Golding was a travel host for 7 years. Crazy Rich Asians was going to be his first movie ever, so when they offered him the chance to audition, he thought he wasn't good enough, saying, "Oh my gosh, I've heard of this, but it's for someone else who's a legitimate actor." Huh. So the guy that got the role didn't think he was good enough for the role. I don't know about that. If you're an actor, then if you get the role, you should be excited. You got it. What's Luke up to today? You out making that money? Yay, Luke, food. I'm going to pick up a half cow. He's picking up a half cow, huh? And my nose itches. I don't want to look like I'm picking my nose on a live stream. Is that going to be the thing now whenever I do Mindful Steps lives? I'll start my own nose will start itching. A Star is Born. A Star is Born. Bradley Cooper spent 6 months with a dialect coach trying to imitate Sam Elliott's voice. Before he even knew Sam was going to be cast as his on-screen brother. Bradley Cooper worked on his character's voice for 4 hours a day. When Sam Elliott agreed to be in the film, Cooper said, "Thank God he said yes, because I would have had to rewrite the whole thing. 6 months of work on my voice would have gone down the drain." I think I would hate that. I would hate going into the movies and work having to do that all the time. Didn't Bradley and Gaga have an affair? I don't know. Did they? It doesn't say that here. Number 7. In Miracle on 34th Street, actor John Payne, who played Fred Gailey, loved the movie so much that he actually wrote a sequel to it when he was older. Miracle on 35th. In Maureen O'Hara's biography, she said, "We talked about it for years. He eventually even wrote a screenplay sequel. He was going to send it to me, but tragically died before he could get around to it. I never saw it and have often wondered what it would be." Huh. So there was a sequel to Miracle at 34th Street that was never ever came to came to be a movie. I don't know, never saw that movie. Just heard the rumors. Oh, you never saw the Stars Born? That was a good movie. In The Incredibles 2, Frozen's Frozone's wife, Honey, was set to finally make an appearance, but they unfortunately cut her scene for two key reasons. According to writer director Brad Bird, the scene with Honey, which would have occurred in the opening sequence, was removed because we felt like we stayed away from the big action scene too long and that we were killing the momentum we were gaining by having the big action scene. And we decided off camera, we decided the off camera-ness of it is part of the joke. And then Honey kind of, I don't know. I never seen that movie, so I don't really know much about what they're talking about. I saw her live once, one great concert. Well, that's good. It's always nice. It's always fun to go to concerts. Do you know how Lady Gaga likes her steak? I'm afraid to ask. On her face? Made into a dress? I don't know. Raw. Rah rah ooh la la. Okay. In Hostel, I have not seen any of these movies practically. There's only a couple of them I've seen. In Hostel, writer director Eli Roth came up with the premise for the film after discovering a Thai website where people can pay to torture and kill another human. Wow, that's just wonderful. Okay, skip that. Could have done without that. Unalive, excuse me. Starting this live streaming stuff off good on this channel, huh? Hostel will give you nightmares. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I did see it. Back in the day, I did watch horror movies, but I don't remember if I saw that one or not. Sounds familiar. But I don't. If there were sequels, I know I didn't watch any sequels because I didn't watch. Probably around that time was when I was starting to stop watching the horror movies. In Batman Returns, Michelle Pfeiffer literally had to be vacuum sealed into her Catwoman costume, which made it very difficult to breathe. Vacuum sealed? Now my screen's frozen, of course. Why is everything a piece of junk? Now I gotta sit there and scroll all the way back to where we were. I guess my screen froze. She described the process as one of the most uncomfortable things she's ever done. They had to powder me down, help me inside, and vacuum pack the suit. They'd paint it with silicone-based finish to give it a trademark shine. I had those claws, and I was always catching them in things. The face mask was smashing my face and choking me. Don't those like superheroes have to like get into their costumes like really fast? That is ridiculous. Yeah, she was vacuum sealed like a Ziploc bag and then with all the air sucked out. In Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, Cher was basically forced to be in the sequel by the head of Universal Pictures. Cher recalled the events saying, "I've never planned a single thing in my entire life. It's like this ABBA album I did. It's like this ABBA album. I did the film. I didn't ask to do it. My friend Ronnie Meyer called and said, 'You're doing Mamma Mia,' and hung up." Well, I've never seen Mamma Mia and I don't plan to see it, so. Hollywood is messed up. Yeah, I guess they just like force you to be in movies. In Hocus Pocus, the main role of Max almost went to Leonardo DiCaprio, but he backed out of the film to film two other movies. The role ultimately went to Omri Kaz. Director Kenny Ortega talked about Leo's audition, saying he's just the most sincere and most centered and wild child. I don't know what all that's about. So Leonardo DiCaprio didn't get the role, basically. That's like something nobody even cares about. Who would even care about that? I don't recommend Mamma Mia unless you like bad musicals. There's a couple musicals that I liked, so but I'm not really. Most musicals suck. Like I liked Grease. That was like a universal musical that everyone could like. I I liked La La Land. That was pretty good. It was watchable. And then I liked Moulin Rouge was pretty good. But for the most part, musicals are trash. I don't usually watch them unless unless there's a like such buzz about it that everybody says it's great. I might go watch it. I was obsessed with the Max character. The Max character in Mamma Mia. I had a crush on him when that came out. I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it. I'm just skipping that one. Find something that is interesting. When I was thinking, like 27 movie facts, I was thinking there would be like more interesting facts. Oh, the Hocus Pocus guy? Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Hocus Pocus either. Hey, Alan, welcome in. Welcome to the Screeching. The best musical is one I am not attending. Yeah, generally, Luke, I feel the same way. I'm not really big on musicals, but occasionally I'll watch one. They're usually, and it's already been proven that the movie's good before I go see it. I just can't sit in the audience. I am a performer. We got a comment on my short. Did I turn the sound back on? Somebody somebody put in, this idea is very impressive. I did not expect it to be this good. I don't think it was that good. I guess I'll say thanks. The comments probably from the AI that made it. All right. I commented on your video yesterday. Did you see it? Was it my new video, the full video or the short? So yeah, I got a short comment. It was the new video I put out. Did I see it? I like the real boy. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, I didn't see the response to my response. Oh yeah, I did. I checked it. You were just talking about the how the AI looks younger and the shorts are fine. Better than yeah, I saw those ones. Luke's comments are orange, so he won't be missed. There you go. All right, I think I'm all caught up. I don't know. You guys have to bear with me. I might miss a comment here and there because there's been two channels now. So all right. Now we went out of the bookmark thing, so we got to scroll all the way back to where we were. I hate that when you're on like a web page and then you got like look away for a second and then it loses your place of where you were. It's so annoying. All right. Roy is big time. Yeah, look at me with two massive channels. One that's demonetized and another one that's probably most people don't want to watch. But we'll see. Except for a select few friends. All right. All right, here we go. Number 14. Chris Farley was originally cast as Shrek, and he even recorded most of his lines for the movie before his death. Chris Farley recorded about 85% of his lines before dying in December of 1997. There was talk about having someone impersonate Farley for the remaining 15%, but they ultimately brought in Mike Myers to do his own version. We spent a year banging our heads against the wall until Mike Myers came on board. Chris's Shrek and Mike's Shrek are really two completely different characters, as much as Chris and Mike are two completely different people. Myers asked that the script be completely rewritten so that he wouldn't be starring in the Chris Farley version of the film. Wow. Did you know that? Did you know that Chris Farley was the original Shrek? I would have. I didn't. I think I might have heard that a long time ago. It's hard to imagine Shrek being different than what it is. I don't think it would have been as good. I mean, Chris Farley's funny, but it's really hard just to imagine it. I did not know. Yeah, very different Shreks. I bet it would be. Yeah, I guess he was in the middle of making it and then passed away, and then they go, well, now what do we do? Even the Shrek characters look different. I don't think you'll be able to see this, but maybe you will. I don't know. We'll see. Can you see it? Oh, let me turn this off for a second. Can you see that? Shrek is the bottom one, Mike Myers, and that top one there is what it was originally going to look like with Chris Farley. Wow, that's interesting. Shut up, donkey. Yeah. It's funny how they said that he totally rewrote the script because there's rumors that Mike Myers is a pain in the butt about that. Like every movie he gets into, he wants to rewrite the script. He did that with So I Married an Axe Murderer. I just saw a thing on that where they were complaining because Mike Myers came in. It was supposed to be kind of more of a dark, like a horror movie, and then he changed it. He rewrote the entire script of So I Married an Axe Murderer behind their back, and it's basically said because he had he was popular back then because of all the big movies that he had. So he basically said, "This is what we're doing," and it bombed. Shrek is some of my favorite. I think Shrek's pretty good. That is the opposite of what they did for one of Heath Ledger's movies. Heath Ledger's last movie was The Imaginarium of a Doctor. I don't know how to say that. Parnassus. I just watched Little Giants. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Cleopatra. Not interested. Lon Chaney. It's too old that nobody would even know who that is. In Home Alone, the picture of Buzz's girlfriend was actually a picture of the art director's son wearing a wig. That's creepy. Because his role was incomplete, Johnny Depp, Jude Law, and Colin Farrell stepped in to play transformations of his character and finish the film. If Fran was a movie, I'd be broke. The Muppet Christmas Carol. Michael Caine insisted that the only way he'd play Scrooge is if he pretended like the Muppets were real people and that he was acting in the Royal Shakespeare Company. Isn't that the way the Muppets have always been played? I don't understand what the big shocker is. Like every time the Muppets are with people, they're like it's like they're people. They've always been like that. I don't know, guys. It's weird stuff. All right, we got anything else? Should be almost done here. In Die Hard, Bruce Willis's role was actually offered to 73-year-old Frank Sinatra. Sinatra was contractually obligated to get first dibs because he starred in the film's prequel in 1968. Can you imagine Frank Sinatra in Die Hard? What kind of movies do I like watching? Oh, I don't know. What are the last movies I watched? The last movie I saw that I was thought was all right was Project Hail Mary. I saw that, and I saw some other movie. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I saw that movie. My sister has a crush on Robert De Niro. Frank Sinatra in Die Hard. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. The dogs are bugging me. She has been obsessed with him since she was like 10. Who let the dogs out? Yeah, it's more of a JRD thing. All right, guys. Take care. JRD is going to be on at 2 o'clock, so if you guys want to hang out for that. And there's not really any more interesting stories, so we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Morning is hard, just like a drum. My thoughts start running before I've begun. I grab my phone, try to hold the line. Then I hear that voice, take it one step at a time. Feet on the floor, eyes on the door.